Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live stream. And I'm coming to you with some less than exciting news today, unfortunately. I'm sure many of you have heard that Second Life is doing away with their gachas. And hold on. They're doing away with gachas. They're banning gachas from Second Life. And I have Kat from Adventures in Second Life here, and I thought maybe we could have a discussion and kind of talk about our thoughts, our feelings, everything going on with this new ban on the gachas, because it was huge news yesterday. That's all I heard about in Second Life yesterday, and it seems like everybody's got an opinion about it. So
yeah, I've been hearing the same.
So feel free throughout the live stream to chime in. We have our chat pulled up so you can chime in, and I'd love to hear your opinions. Also, if you're watching this after the fact, you can also leave opinions and stuff in the comments down below, as well as I kind of started a discussion in the sales channel on the Kendra Project Discord channel. So there we can also continue that discussion over there. All right, so first I wanted to kind of just read what Second Life is, their official notice about all of this. I kind of just wanted to read it, and then we can start our discussion. So Second Life says, and this was posted yesterday. I don't know exactly what time, but it was like pretty early on in the day. It said, due to a changing regulatory climate, we have had to make the difficult decision to sunset a very popular sales mechanism for content in Second Life. It's widely known as gacha and is defined by a chance-based outcome as a result of payment. We know that creators plan their content releases far in advance and will need to retool their products, so to mitigate the impact of those affected, we are giving a 30-day grace period until midnight Second Life time on August 31st. After that time, selling content via gacha machines will no longer be permitted in Second Life. Enforcement won't start until September 1st. After that date, an abuse report for gaming policy violation will be the preferred method of reporting this content to Linden Lab. We will continue to allow any sales where a payment is given for a known item, which means that the item that has been purchased as gacha, in quotes, will be allowed to be resold as long as the buyer knows in advance the item and quantity they will receive. We will, of course, still allow fat packs and any other currently allowed distribution mechanisms. We did not make this decision lightly, and we understand that it will impact creators as well as event organizers and certainly the shoppers. We look forward to fun, creative ways of engagement that will come instead. We realize this announcement may leave the community with questions, and then there is a forum thread where you can go and have a discussion with Linden Labs about this. and it's going to be monitored, and we will answer any related questions in there. So if you're interested in the going to the forum thread, I have linked this announcement in my Discord channel, and I will also link it down in the description of this video as well, so that you can head over there and join the discussion. I know that there were so many questions asked that they were going to start a frequently asked question thread, and it looks like they have started that already. There's quite a few questions here that they've already answered. So do you want to go through those questions, Kat, together?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Then, okay, and then we can start with those questions, and then we can continue. Before we go through that, if you're not if you don't know what a gacha is kind of like to me, it's like one of those machines in the grocery stores or whatever. You put a quarter in, and there's a whole bunch of different items, and you get an item, but you don't know exactly which one of the items that you'll receive. It's kind of like a chance. There's a few that are rares. So you're not exactly knowing what exact product you are getting. You're always getting some sort of product, but you might not be getting the desired product that you're looking for. Hey, Pow Pow. Pow Pow brought up loot boxes, and I had to look up what a loot box is because I'm not a huge gamer. But apparently it's... Hi, Alexi. How you doing, hun? And Pow Pow, if you understand what a loot box is, you can always chime in a little bit. But to me, it was basically you pay a certain amount of money and you get a box in return, and you don't exactly know what's inside the box, but it is something that could be for your avatar, or it could be like a weapon or something that might help you in the game or whatever. So that's basically the understanding I got of what loot boxes are. And apparently in other countries, I'm pretty sure the United States hasn't banned it, but in many other countries, these loot boxes have been banned in their video.
Yeah, for sure. Denmark has banned all loot boxes, gachas. Gachas have been banned for a while in Denmark. I know because I looked it up. I was really... So it has been definitely something that they've been looking into and concerned about. There was an actual article not even 2 months ago of someone specifically stating, and it was an attorney, specifically stating that the concept of gachas for sure was going to be banned soon. Okay. So... when they revisited that article, I read it this morning. The attorney said, "Well, it's a game of chance. It's just like any slot machine, except in this case, just because you're going to get something doesn't mean it's still not completely a game of chance, and that's part of the problem."
Okay. See, like that's the thing is like and we'll get into the whole gambling aspect because that was a big thing brought up by a lot of people that I saw in the forums. But let's quick go through those questions that the FAQs that Linden Labs has already answered based on what people have put into the forum. The first question is it possible to extend the policy deadline? And the answer is, we are sorry that we are not able to further extend the policy deadline. However, we have been able to extend the enforcement of the policy change an additional 30 days. To be clear, starting on September 1st, we expect gachas as a sale mechanism to cease. However, we will start the warnings and any enforcement of the policy as it would be applied on an account will not begin until after September 30th. Okay, so yes, it's banned on August 31st at midnight, but you will not be penalized for having the gachas in your store until September 30th. So they're going to start doing the warning process, reminding you that this is a thing coming up. So, I mean, those rebel stores out there could probably keep their gachas out until September 30th and nothing will happen to them, but they will be in contact with you and letting you know that you are breaking the rules of Second Life. All right.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to get tough with this if, because people will be trying to escape the rules for a little bit.
Yeah, well, they will, because, I mean, it's going to affect business in some sense, So, the second question, how are breedables impacted by this policy change? This current policy change and deadline does not apply to breedables or other life simulation products. At the present, we are working with external counsel on the subject of breedables. If any action is required, we will make a separate announcement and have a separate timeline associated with it. Now, I'm not sure, breedables, is it like a chance that you could get a certain breedable I don't understand breedables as much. I've never really done anything with them.
Breedables are kind of an oddball because you already know what you bought. It's like, and I'll give you a good example. Kitty cats. Kitty cats is a really popular breedable, right?
Right.
Well, when you breed your kitty cats together, you have no idea what the baby's going to look like.
Okay.
The little kitten. You have no idea. It could be a tiny itty bitty kitten, or it could be a gigantic kitten, and it could have rare qualities in it, or it could be just a very ordinary little kitty.
Okay.
And I think that's what they were talking about. But that's not a gamble. You're buying the two cats already. That's a known entity. Breeding them is not something you pay for. It happens automatically depending on how you raise them. So it's completely, there's no game of chance there. It's, if you like breeding them, you can do that, but it's not, there's no extra charge to breed them together or anything. It's just you taking care of them and feeding them and doing the usual thing.
Right, I understand. Okay. All right. All right, so the next question, will the popular game like Seven Seas be impacted by this policy change? And the answer is no, because the purchase of bait go to fishing as a purchase being made of a known item, and also the fish you catch while playing the game are non-transferable. To be clear, if they are not currently, they must be going forward. Okay. So again, I'm not familiar with the fishing either. I know
it sounds like anything you catch. You can't if anything you catch, as long as you're able to keep it and not be able to transfer it, that doesn't violate the policy. But if the fish you catch by some oddball coinkydink in that particular game that you're in is transferable, that can be problematic. And that's why they said if they're not currently transferable, they have to be switched back to non-transferable going forward.
Okay. So now so part of the problem is the transferableness of the products in gachas?
Maybe.
I guess.
It sounds like part of it is, yeah.
See, I don't understand that reasoning.
I'm not sure either, but I have a feeling it potentially has to do with um, resellers who resell rares at a really high rate versus not.
Okay. Because the thing is like they're saying you can still sell your old gachas. That you're still able to do it as long as people know exactly what they're purchasing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand why that transferable part is the problem with the fish. I don't know. So if anybody in the chat understands that, then let us know.
Alexia gave us a really good question. She said, "Do you know why these rules are being put into place after all these years?" Alexia, to be honest, gambling was always kind of an iffy proposition for Second Life. I remember there used to be places where you could sit and camp. There were camping chairs that you could earn a decent amount of Lindens on, and they got rid of all of those camping chairs that were for Lindens, and not only that, and Lucky Litter chairs that were for Lindens, they also got rid of all of that. Mm-hmm. There was a bunch of little things that you used to be able to do, especially in the early days, where they were barely starting to develop the whole concept of Linden currency. And so I think what they're trying to do, like sploders, exactly. Sploders were taking down, all that kind of thing has changed significantly. There are certain, like, I know these days right now when they have a sploder in a club, the sploders that I played on that are in clubs right now are no-lose sploders. I have no idea how they work, but yeah. So if you put something in, you get the same amount out.
At least that amount or more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. It's they were always concerned about the gambling process because each state is different also. So some states, have issues against that, and then, like I said, you're cracking down definitely because there is such a huge European audience in SL that's been a big concern. So that's one of the reasons I think they kind of had to. They waited as long as I think they could on the gotcha situation.
Right.
And now they're just having to, backtrack and stuff.
Yeah,
There you go.
I don't think Linden Labs wants to get rid of gotchas. I think it's other countries and their laws and stuff that are kind of forcing Linden Labs to do this. Which, I mean, that's the thing. Their hands are kind of tied in this situation. They're kind of forced to do this. They have no say in it, really.
Yeah.
All right, so next question. How are subscription boxes affected? Subscription boxes are not affected as long as all subscribers are getting the same content box. Different items being sent to different subscribers on a chance basis is not allowed. Okay, so a subscription box, everybody gets the exact same box when they purchase it. So they know there's no chance. You're getting the same exact thing as the next person gets. So that makes sense.
And you're not paying for it.
Right, and then they're paying for it. Yeah, exactly. This last question cracks me up because I don't even know why this is even a question, but it's how are Linden homes affected? And obviously the answer is Linden homes are not impacted by this policy change. Linden Lab owns the homes and they are not transferable. So, I don't know why Linden homes would be even considered in gotchas, but I guess because you're possibly the chance of getting a Victorian home as opposed to a log cabin. But that's not a game of chance. That's just a game of what's available to you at that moment. So, I guess that's why people are bringing that up. But yeah, but to me that seems like a silly question. But anyway, that's all the questions Linden Labs has answered so far. I wouldn't be surprised if more frequently asked questions would be added to this list, but right now this is what they have. And you're not paying for it. Are you talking about Linden Homes, Alexi? Because technically you are paying for your Linden home with your premium membership fee.
Yeah, it's one of the perks.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, you are paying for your Linden home. You're just paying for it through... okay. So anyway, what's your opinion right at this moment, Kat?
I mean,
how do you feel about the whole situation?
They have to protect their interests and prevent lawsuits, and there are people who actually did get very addicted to playing the gacha game because it was kind of adrenaline-inducing. I know there was one time where I ended up playing a gacha and I wanted the rare gift in it, and I think I played like 10 or 12 times, and I could have literally bought the darn building for that same price. So it's kind of like, and I never got it, so and it was an exclusive gacha at an event, so so I can understand the reasoning behind it. I can also get that there are going to be people who are going to be disappointed because they actually like the opportunity to get a chance at getting something that they couldn't necessarily not get. So it's going to be difficult, I know, for several creators, because I know that sometimes creators put older stuff in their gachas, but it's still quality merchandise that is definitely sellable and definitely usable, and keeping it available without necessarily using a lot of heavy display space is actually really helpful to these vendors. So there's a give and a take. I like just today, which I was really grateful for, I went to Una's, and they were really sweet. They had some older gachas, and they heard the announcement, and they literally put them out to give away as group gifts. And it included the entire fat pack of them, which included the rares and everything in between. So that was actually really generous of them, I thought.
Definitely, yeah. That is great.
I mean, a lot of really good sales are coming out of it, so there's a part of me that's sad, yes, but this is also a great opportunity because some people who haven't seen some amazing vendors are going to get access to them through this big shift. So there is going to be although there's a marketing quote purge at the end of August, I know that there's several very bright people in SL who are going to take this for what it is. It's a great opportunity for us to get stuff that we may have considered but never thought of going to get or explore otherwise.
Definitely, yeah. Now, my issue is like people getting addicted to playing gachas. I mean, yes, and I've heard it brought up that gachas are a form of gambling, and I completely agree with that, but I don't understand why this form of gambling is being banned, but there are full sims where people can go and gamble away their money for just the fun of it, like if they were going to a casino or whatever. And that's my misunderstanding and my confusion about this, that like when you go to a gambling sim, you put money in that machine, it's very possible that you might not get anything back out of it. So you're just giving away your money. Where at least with gachas, you might not like the item that you get. It might not be your preferred item in that machine, but at least you're getting an item, you're getting a product for your money. And so, and it's like I think about things in like real life. Like um there are basically little gotcha machines in stores all over the place. Like at grocery stores, those little bouncy ball machines where you put a quarter in and you get a bouncy ball. And it's like you might get the cool like purple one, or you might get the ugly brown one. It just depends on what your luck is. And so like if it's allowed if things like that are allowed in real life, why are they not allowed in the game of Second Life or the world of Second Life? And that's my confusion with all of this. I mean, there are so many worse things going on in Second Life. I was talking about like in a discussion with in a group in Discord, another server other than my own, and we were talking about how like there are so many more illegal things that are being role played here in Second Life that nobody's doing anything about. Nobody's restricting those activities. And those things are allowed, but buying a teddy bear that is multicolored and not exactly knowing which teddy bear you're getting is a problem. That's where my difficulty with this whole situation is, and that's kind of where I'm coming from. So.
What I did notice, you were talking about skills gaming. What I did find out is, believe it or not, there are actual states where skills gaming is banned. For example, Jazz, no matter how hard she tries, she cannot go to a skills gaming site. Because in Tennessee, they do not allow you to do that kind of thing.
Right, but there are sims here in Second Life where you can, or regions here in Second Life where you can go and gamble. So is she not able literally to go to those regions?
Yeah, she's not able to.
Oh, she just can't get in.
No, she's completely because of her location and stuff. She's not. It's part of the. Okay. It's not allowed.
Okay, so they can prevent you because of your state from going to those regions.
Because of your state and your IP.
But because there's gotcha machines in every store, they can't prevent you from going to these gotcha machines if your country or your state it's illegal. Okay. All right. Well, that makes a little bit more sense. Okay. Because that's not something I understood. Because, like, in New Jersey, really pretty much any gambling is available, which is where I'm from. It's, like, I mean, Atlantic City is here in New Jersey, so if there's no restrictions on what any of the Sims that I can go to based on... Okay. So this makes a little bit more sense. Okay, so... But could stores then make like little, like say for instance, Epiphany and Arcade wanted to continue with their event. Could they continue with their event and then just people who live in these countries who are not permitted to participate in these gotchas be banned from those sims? I mean, it kind of sucks for them because, I mean, but you also agreed to live in a town or a state that doesn't allow it too. You know? Kat, I think I lost you.
In and out.
Okay, I think I got you back.
Oh yeah, your mic is definitely going in and out.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you're back. You're back. Yay.
Okay. I don't know. I guess maybe I jiggled it out or something. Well, as long as I'm back, that's all.
Maybe someone will make an underground gotcha area. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is
Good luck with that.
But see, from what the restrictions are saying, it's not allowed in Second Life at all. You know. So, I'm guessing that underground gotcha areas would also be violating this new rule.
Now, I'm curious about OpenSim. How does that affect that?
What do you mean about OpenSim?
I mean, does OpenSim have to qualify for the same rules as Linden Lab, that or can they skate through, and can all the gotchas go there?
From what it sounds like, no. I think it's like not allowed anywhere on Second Life property or anywhere in the realm of Second Life.
So anybody using the Second Life viewer or Firestorm or whatever, even if they're going on OpenSim, won't be able to do anything. Which, okay, interesting. I mean,
that's my guess. I don't know, but does Linden Labs control OpenSim?
That's the thing. I don't think they do. That's why that kind of struck me. But that's a guess on my part. Honestly, I have no idea. Yeah. So you guys are hearing me kind of like freeform imagine possibilities. Because as soon as Alexi said underground gotcha, I was like, OpenSim maybe? Yeah. And that was me fantasizing probably more than anything, because I kind of like gotchas.
Well, that's the other thing with gotchas. I always used gotchas as like, I don't know, I like to give family, friends little gifts here and there, you know? And it's just easy to pick up, like, when you're grabbing gotchas and you just don't like one, well, you can give it to a friend, you can give it to a family member, you can give it to your next door neighbor, you know? Now that it sounds like that's not going to happen, but then again, designers or creators may be able to come up with other ways that they can do something similar, which is my hope, that these creators out there will be creative and come up with a new way. And you mentioned something when we were discussing this before we started the stream. You said something about a vending machine.
Yeah, that if they converted their gotchas into vending machines that actually told you what you were getting before you did the pull, that would actually free them, and they could still have a quote gotcha-like experience, but it wouldn't have the part of chance involved in it, meaning that you literally, before you pull it, you know what you're getting. Now, at every pull, it changes. So sometimes it can be a situation where you pull, and then the next person if you stick around to see what it changes to, then you could pull again and get that rare object if that's what comes up. But if you don't, the next person that it changes to, that it's a rare object, they can get it.
I absolutely love that idea, actually. And the other thing I was thinking, and when you said vending machine, this is what I thought. Like, think about like a soda vending machine. You hit A1 and you get your Diet Coke. Or you click the button that says purple teddy bear and you get your purple teddy bear. And then if you want to put rares in there, well then if you're putting a rare in there, that rare will then be slightly more money because it's a different product. Rare. So I thought that's what I was thinking, but I kind of like both ideas. But I like your idea because the people who do enjoy that game of chance they're still kind of getting that, except they have to wait around until they get until the item that they want is present in the machine. Yeah. That's very interesting.
Then the tough part may be it doesn't come up.
Right.
But I don't know if that's too close to the existing model for it to work.
Yeah, Alexi's saying the same thing. It's a fine line, so I don't know if they will allow it.
Exactly.
But you're knowing exactly what you're getting from the machine.
Exactly.
So you're putting the money in. But see, like, how does that work?
If they make it no transfer, that might be how it crosses the other line, and so it doesn't become a fine line anymore.
Right.
See, the thing is, part of the thing about gachas is they're always transferable. But if they take the transferability out of there, and then you're just pulling and pulling and pulling, and you find out in advance what it is, you can get people camping at the stores, but they can't give it away. So the juice of you being able to sell it or give it away is gone.
Right. Well, the other thing is like, how is that going to work? Because like at an event like Arcade or Epiphany or Gacha Garden, people are there to play the gacha machines. So if 10 people are sitting there trying to get this one item, and real quick 3 people try to buy it, and only one person gets it, the other 2 people might put their money in and not get the product that they were actually playing for, if that makes any sense. Are you following what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there's also that, like, because nothing happens instantaneously. Like in real life, we can stand in front of a machine and only we can use that machine because our arms actually have to physically reach it. Where in Second Life, you can stand across the room and touch a machine 50 meters away and still be able to play it. So it would be hard to regulate that. So it would be interesting.
But yeah, the non-transferability is what makes it difficult. If they make it non-transfer, but you still roll to get what you want. But I think a lot of people too, when they play gachas, they do it for the sellability of it.
Right, they want to be able to sell it later.
And if it's not transferable anymore, well, where's the fun in that?
Right.
You can't get rid of it. You're stuck with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So lots of interesting things, I must say. It'll be interesting to see what the designers come up with, and like how all of this will work, and people's reactions to it are. I'm finding people's reactions to it very interesting as well.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It was like the gacha bomb that went around the world when it announced.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. But I mean, stores are taking advantage of it for their own purposes, which is a good thing.
Yeah,
you know,
they're marketing intelligently. I know one store that's doing a 10 Linden Gacha sale.
That's
I know one store that's doing. What was that store? We mentioned it before we went on there. Linden Gacha sale. I had it. I looked it up and let me go ahead to see if I can find it in my email. Oh, Rapture announced that they were releasing all of their final gachas. La Perla was the one that was doing the gachas for 10 Linden.
Okay.
Let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, that's all I've got.
Alexi said most are doing 50% off of their gachas.
Oh, you said Caboodle was doing one. What is that? 50% off also?
Caboodle was doing 40%. Yeah. So, yeah. So in the next few days, pay attention to like the different stores and what they're doing, because a lot of them are putting things on sale. My hope is, I know Apple Fall every once in a while will do a gotcha room where they don't you normally have their gotchas out, and it's like for a week you can go and play the Apple Fall gotchas. And that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. So I'm hoping that they'll bring that back at some point this month before this ban is up. Oh, Alexi said Seraphim has a list. So what I'll do is, I'll look up that list and put it in the description down below as well, so that you.
Well,
can
they
go
announced they were building one. I haven't seen the actual. Alexi, if you do have that link, because I haven't seen the list yet. I just saw that they were recommending inviting people to join that list, but I haven't seen it come out.
All right.
But they did say they were doing compiling a last minute gotcha list.
Well, that's good, because you know what? Even if they do in the next few days, I can always add it to the description of the video, and I'll also put it in the Discord and on my Facebook as well, so that you guys can find it. And also, if anybody finds it before I do, feel free to put it in any of those places as well. Just put it in the comments of the video or in the sales section of the Discord channel or whatever. Because I know I'll be looking for it, but somebody might find it before I do.
Me too. I mean, I love. I think one day Jazz and I ended up going into Tarte. Does Tarte have gotchas?
Tarte has tons of gotchas. They have really good ones too.
Yeah, I think we went to Tarte and we were doing all the gotchas in Tarte and just losing it in that little space. Got all excited because they do really cute stuff. And then I know B Designs has a lot of gotchas.
Mm-hmm.
And I like B Design stuff.
Yeah, Disorderly has a lot of gotchas. They have a lot of gotchas that are really nice. All right, thanks Alexi for dropping it in the comments when you find it. Kamsha, welcome. How are you? I don't know B Designs. Is that like BEE? Oh, I lost you again. Am I?
Yeah, BEE Designs. They do a lot of really cute furniture. And they have some very kind of nice grown-up animations.
Okay. I haven't been over there in a while.
Yeah, I actually did. They did the cutest. Okay, at the Shop and Hop for Christmas, they did a little koala B Designs gotcha. And they were so cute. You know how you said you go and you like doing gotchas for gifts? And that's what I basically did for Christmas. Mm-hmm. I got all my people little koala Christmas gotchas, and I gave them away.
Oh, cute.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they were like such cute decor.
Uh-huh.
So, mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I know I have faith in all the designers out there that they will come up with something. Now, the one thing we didn't discuss is like how this is going to affect the sales for certain stores, because like you said, a lot of stores rely on their gotchas as part of their income, and this is going to put a huge wrench in that plan or that part. I mean, like, these stores that have a lot of gachas, they have a lot of gachas because they do well with the gachas. So
Exactly. I mean, one of the things I wonder is, do some store vendors actually use their gachas as testing ground, meaning they put out a brand new gacha that they want to test with the audience, and then what they do is that they proceed to leave the gacha out for a month, 2 months, maybe 3 months, see how the sales go on it, and then maybe they convert it into an actual product that you could sell in store.
and also
I know that's what. Didn't Blueberry do that with their wedding dress or something? When you could buy the full fat pack or something, and they debuted it, and it was a work in progress, but they put it in gacha mode?
Yeah, I don't know. I know a lot of stores do the exact opposite. Like, their products that have been, like, that are very old, they put in the gachas. And so that they can put them... It's just a fun way of discounting your old products. Pow Pow says, only bought one gacha, and because everyone gets it for modding anyway, the color doesn't matter. That's true, because you can always modify a lot of these gachas to the color that your preference is. So that doesn't work with everything, because sometimes they have like little accessories or whatever that are different. The other store that has a lot of gachas is Gian.
Oh, I never saw those. I never saw the gachas.
Oh my gosh, Gian has, like, most of my animals from Gian aren't like, they're mostly gachas because like, I wanted a puppy that was like a wanderer so that he would wander around my land. Well, they're expensive when you buy them like as an animal, but then you go to the gacha machine, you pay what, like at most 75 lindens, and the chance of getting a wandering puppy. I didn't care what kind of puppy I got. Like my little puppy that's in his inner tube out at the pool, he was a gacha, and my little Frenchie dog that's out in the water is also a gacha as well. And both of them are like little swimmers. And I loved that because the machine had all swimming dogs. So I didn't care which dog I got. I'm a dog lover. I'll love any dog, you know? But I wanted one that could swim. So that was like a nice compromise so that I could get a little puppy dog, but not for not a lot of lindens. So, yeah. And then the other thing is like these events. How is this gonna, like, I'm wondering what Arcade and Epiphany and Gotcha Garden are gonna do. I mean, because their entire event, these events are like hugely popular. Hugely popular. And
Arcade is huge. I've been to Arcade at least twice.
Yeah, and they're like, now they're basically out of business unless they figure something else out. Which I believe that they will come up with a great idea and people will go right back to them as soon as they brainstorm and decide what they're going to do. I have no doubt that the creators of those events will find something. Whether they do these vending machines or whatever we're discussing, I don't know. I guarantee they'll come up with something. But I'm curious to see what that something will be. You know?
Yeah, I'm curious too, because it's how are they going to approach it, and what is it gonna look like? I mean, I actually do like buying transfer items, but in the gacha model, at least you could get it for cheap, you know? Because I actually went to a furniture store and bought no transfer furniture, and it was so steep. I was pretty disappointed because it was no copy and it was transferable, and I was like, well, it's nice, but it's not that nice.
Why is my screen going black? Oh, jeez. Oh, there we go.
I think we're good. You're still on.
I think we're good. It's coming back, guys. I promise. There we go. So it'll all be interesting in the next few weeks. That lots of things will come out, and we'll figure them out. And you know what? Right now it's a huge deal, but like a year from now, people will even forget what like a gacha is. You know, because we're not playing them anymore. You know, so.
I mean, the timing for Linden Lab is very smart. During the summer, it's kind of believed that Linden Lab crowds kind of, or SL users kind of don't play as much SL. They do it more in the wintertime. So it's quite possible that they did it right now so that there'd be a lot less pain. And when people come back to SL in the winter, that's when they'll either find out or something will.
Yeah, by that point, the designers
it's way,
and
way
the creators.
Far gone.
Yeah, by that point, the designers and creators will have come up with something else.
Exactly.
Alexi said, I need to stock up for my marketplace store. Now, Alexi, do you do well with your marketplace store? I have a marketplace store up too, but I don't keep it current. Like the last time I think I put something up was the last time Applefall had their gacha room, and
yeah, I have one, but it's only for like freebie stuff. Like I have funky gestures in it and stuff, and I don't really have anything in there that I'm willing to charge money for.
No.
Stuff that I've created, stuff that I've been given for free that I know that is shared by everybody.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, she says it varies. I have a ton to list. So, yeah, get the... Well, the thing is, even after the 31st, Alexi, you can still sell them. So, yeah, stock up now so that you at least have some for a while. All right. So does anybody have anything else? I think we discussed just about everything.
Yeah.
I don't want to discuss this.
Being that we're saying goodbye to gachas, and I have gachas burning a hole in my pocket. Anybody interested in a gacha?
Yeah. Seriously. Alexi, you can take it and put it in your marketplace store.
I know, literally.
Yeah, I have a few too. Let's see what I have in mind. Pull up my inventory. Oh. Let's see. I even have a folder for gachas to sell because I wanted to put them in my marketplace, and I was like, forget it. So now they're just like...
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to list. That's the problem.
It is. Yeah. For me, it wasn't worth it. So let's see what I have. Gachas. Alright. Let's see.
Okay,
I have... Well, that's kitchen archway. Nah. It's like a piece of a kitchen.
I have... Ooh. I don't know if you guys ever went to the Man Cave event, but at the Man Cave event they had a... C-Motion had a Fire Drake little dragon animesh. I have an ultra rare and a rare, and an 11 and a 14 that are common.
Oh, I guess apparently I have been to B Designs for their gachas. Because I have one here. Let me put it on the floor. See what it is.
See, motion does.
Oh shoot!
Jesus.
I just lost it. Hold on. Let me
I
put
really
a
like their
platform
stuff.
down to res on.
I also extraordinary. I have a little cute little pygmy goat companion that's white.
Oh.
If anybody wants it.
Why does my mic keep going out? I lost you again, cat. Oh, jeez. Can you guys hear me? Okay, let's see what I have. Let's. Oh boy. Alright, what do I have here? This is one from Dahlia. Dahlia has some nice gotchas too. Why is this fawn antlers? Oh no, this is Lazy Dave's preserves in basket. So anybody like, here we go. We'll zoom in. This is the gotcha that this box is, if anybody's interested. Put out on your counter. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, Pow Pow, I love plants too. Mithril is one of my favorite stores because they have so many plants. And they participate a lot in the Saturday sale and the 50 Linden Friday too. Can't res them all. They don't. Oh. Oh, I can give you. Oh, I have to give you a group. How do I do that? I think I have to invite you to a group. Anyway, Ooh, I'm lagging. There we go. All right, guys. I can't think of anything else we might want to talk about. If you have any other, remember, if you have thoughts or feelings about everything, you can leave them in the comments down below of this video. And, or in the Discord channel under the sales channel on my Discord server. There's already a discussion started that my bird's name, well, he's it's basically Fox from Harry Potter. Dumbledore's Phoenix from Harry Potter. I didn't name him because he's Fox. So yes, Alexi, you do have to join my Discord. But he's so cute. Look, I can change him into a baby bird too. And he's really cute. So, like, phoenixes, when they die, they turn into ashes, and then they're reborn from their ashes. So, isn't he the cutest? I love him so much. And then he hops up on his perch. And like this is from Hextraordinary too, and they have like you can set it so that he cycles through his lifespan, and he's like my favorite thing in the whole world. I love him so much. I have that too, but the sand didn't match my sand out on the beach, so I didn't put him out. I didn't put it out. I know. Uh-huh. I also have from Hextraordinary. This is my this was a gacha my aunt gave to me. I'm showing my Harry Potter nerdiness right now. So, but let him res up. Oh, is he too bright? Come on, little guy. Yeah, he's like super bright. Let me change my... Oh, there we go. He's resin. But he's a little Cornish pixie. And that came from Hextraordinary too. Yeah, but my aunt bought him for me, and I love him. Because she knows my love of Harry Potter. So, all right. Yeah, I think I've talked all your ears off. And I've finally lost everything to say. So, all right, I'm going to let you all go. I want to thank you guys for joining me, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this conversation. I like having conversations like this about like different things going on in Second Life, because most of the time we're all affected by them all, and so it's nice to have conversations. But if you have anything else to add to our conversation that we didn't cover, feel free to leave it in any place here on my channel, in the comments, in my Facebook, in the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, there will be a link in the description down below. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe and join us. Kat's always here with me, most of the time on my lives, but other times I do some videos with her. And I'm always over on her channel, Adventures in Second Life. So if you haven't subscribed to her channel, make sure you do so over there too. So because she's like the person to go for all the sales, all the free gifts, all the deals that you can get around Second Life. So oh, cool. Oh, cute. That'll be fun. Oh, she can't hear Cat. Oh man. How does this always happen? Oh, you know what it is? When I had to... Hold on. I'm fixing it. So bear with me. I know what happened. Okay, go ahead. Start over with all of that, Kat.
All right. Well, what I was saying was, we have a couple of really cool things coming up. I'm gonna publish about some really good deals coming up that are happening ongoing. That's one thing. The other thing is we have a live stream at Drama Libre every Saturday, and the theme is picnic. Yay!
Yay!
And I'm hoping Kendra can join us, and we can have a fun build. If anybody wants to also join us, we do sound checks at 7:40, and the live stream goes at 8 o'clock. So as long as you're Petri dressed and ready to go and check out the build, at Drama Libre, we go and we check it out, and we talk, we get pictures of the week. We do all sorts of fun stuff on that. Plus, we have a zombie hunt coming that we're going to be putting on the channel, and we also have a tour of the Atlantis set, Atlantis build at Da Vinci Gardens that I did with friends recently. So lots of content coming your way from on my channel. And the cool part is, like I said, I mean, I think since we met, we've been really like I told Kendra, I'm her biggest fan because I love her work, and it's just fun doing these adventures with her. So I'm always game for a fun live or a fun conversation or just you name it. It's because there's the community. I love SL, but one of the things I feel are really important is people collaborate and work together so that it feels more family-like. I've noticed too many times that people do a lot of these videos all by themselves, and as impressive as their talent is in doing and being successful at it, it just kind of leaves you with a sense of lack of community, which makes me a little sad. And I don't want that to be the case. I want people to see all sides of SL, all the positives too, that you don't really get to see, and that's what has been happening little by little as I've been kind of trying to YouTube and grow in my channel, and seeing other amazing YouTubers come along, and like Kendra and Jazz, and of course Alexi, and just getting a chance to really see all these great possibilities in SL, and showing, making clear that everybody has talent and they should be showcased.
And that's what like Second Life is all about, is about community and being social and enjoying each other's company. So definitely exciting to
Absolutely.
have somebody to join me on all of these all of these videos.
Yes, there's lots. I mean, the cool part is we share all these great information, like the Love Superstore information. I never knew that was a great place for, um, low prim um, landscaping material, and now I do. And then I know about that other store that Jazz was talking about, and that's all really great stuff. That if you don't talk about it, how do you know, right? And
Right.
there's so many people coming in that are new that don't know anything, and that would love to get this information.
Mhm. Yep, definitely. So, yeah, so lots of good things coming up on both of our channels, and one of these days Alexia will be joining us, and you can check out her channel as well.
Yeah.
She's an
Her
Alexia's
dance videos are
Adventures.
fun. Her dance videos are fun. You need to check those out.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of fun. So, okay, so that's about it. I will see you all in my next video, and I hope you all have a great night, and happy shopping. All right, take care all. Bye.